So we're 5 games in, a good win on Saturday to start off with.
Yeah, fantastic. You're always sort of waiting for your first win of the season, and I think the longer it would have gone on, the more of a deal would have been made out of it. But fortunately, we've been playing well, and I think some games we've been a little bit unlucky. But like you said, we managed to get the 3 points, and it sort of kick-starts your season.
Me personally, I think we've been playing quite well. Obviously, the points aren't on the board that we wanted, but to get our first win was really important. The sooner we get it, the better. Especially to go 1-0 down and to bounce back, and as we did against a tough, hard-working Wrexham side.
You took to Twitter after the game to give Jack Richards a pat on the back. He deserved it, didn't he, for the performance and the goal?
Yeah, he's been outstanding. I'm a big fan of Jack. He works really, really hard in training, and in all fairness to him, he's probably been one of the better trainers since we've come back, and we've made this change into sort of daytime training. And he, like you said, he deserved his chance. He got his start, and he grabbed it by both hands, and that's what you want from the younger players. You want them, when they get their opportunity, to take it. And I was really, really pleased for him that he managed to get on the score sheet as well.
I think everyone concerned with the club and the fans, they always like one of their own, and to see him come through the youth and develop, and he's actually earned his reward for real good performances. He's come on as a sub, done really well. He did really well throughout pre-season. He's looked sharp in training, and there's only so long you can leave him on the bench. There's times we looked at it on Saturday. Jay made a brave decision to put him in, and it paid dividends. And
speaking of the younger players, we mentioned it in Saturday's programme, but we might as well give him a mention on the telly as well. Tommy Taylor, who's been obviously working with you throughout the academy, but more so during the pre-season and then in the last few games, warming you up for matches.
Yeah, I know. I've known Tommy for quite a long time. He done last year's pre-season with us, and obviously worked with him during the day with the academy. And he's one that's made the step up. He's like I said in the last interview in the programme, he's full on in training. Any session you offer him, he'll take it. So I'm really pleased that he's managing to get in and around the first team, and he's been on the bench a couple of times, and hopefully in some of the cup competitions he'll be able to get some minutes, and we can see what he's about.
Did you have a chat to him about obviously Tuesday's match? You go down in the first minute. Obviously, it was about 90 seconds. I guess for him, it probably seemed an eternity, didn't it? He was obviously ready and raring to go. Should the worst have happened?
I think he was walking around the back of the pitch. The subs tend to come out a little bit later, and I've been a young keeper before, and it's not nice having to come on at any stage, let alone make your debut against the team who were then top of the division in quite a big fixture. But yeah, he's got good temperament. He's confident, so and I've got every faith in him that if he was to come on and play, he would do very well.
Do you think the coming back against Aldershot Town was the shot in the arm that you needed to perhaps go on and get that win Saturday?
Yeah, that's what we said after the game against Aldershot. They're a very good team to come off the back of a 6-0 win. They're playing with a lot of confidence. Obviously, Bobby coming back to his old club, so to get that late goal, and it was a great for Josh as well, personally, to get that goal. And just for me, it was just show what kind of character we've got in the dressing room, and to come back and get them kind of last gasp goals just shows you what's in that dressing room, and the boys are doing really well. They're taking it on board. They're looking fitter, looking stronger with daytime training, and we'll look like we're going to cause problems to teams.
A lot of the Maidstone United sides in the past, and it continues now, have obviously been built on the defence. The 4 you've got in front of you at the moment, you're pleased with the way they're working together?
Yeah, been superb. I think it got to a point that we hadn't actually had a settled back 4 for the first few games of the season for injuries and whatnot. But Josh Hare's obviously, he's played centre half, he's played right back. Another great lad. You've got Magnus, who I've known for a very long time, who brings that wealth of experience, and obviously Finney, who's been out injured, but he'd slipped back in brilliantly. Joe Anderson, who's filled Millsy's boots, has been excellent, and Alex Winter in there, who's to be totally honest with you, has been absolutely superb. So it's nice that we're settled. If you pull one out, there's an equally as good player to bring in, and I think that's massive. You've obviously got Seth, who's come out of the side, but Josh Hare's slipped in, and if for any reason Seth needed to come back in, and I had to play a different position, and you're comfortable with him in there. So I think you need to you're not going to do well at any level of football unless you can keep the ball out of the net and score at the other end. So at the moment, as long as we can make sure we're trying to keep as many clean sheets as we can, or keep the goals down to a minimum, I've got every faith in us to score at the other end.
I was to say 10 men can be difficult to play against. 9 wasn't easy either, was it, Saturday?
No, it never is, and obviously all the expectations on the team to have 11 to go ahead. But you see when we played, I think a couple of years ago, FA Cup against Yeovil, and they held out with 9 men. So it's a win. We look forward now to obviously the Kent Senior Cup and the Bank Holiday weekend games. Some great games to look forward to for the fans and for the players and everyone concerned with the club.
Kent Reliance Senior Cup starts this week at your old club Tunbridge, so it'll be a good match to look forward to, that one.
Yeah, Tunbridge always had a decent side. I still know a lot of the players there now, and it'd be good to go back and see some old faces. But it's a competition that we've not really done brilliantly well in since I've been at the club. But it's an excellent competition to get to a final. It'd be good to finish the season with a little bit of silverware. So we'll treat that game as we treat all of our league games, and we'll go into it professional and prepared.
Yeah, well, I mean, we ain't got the biggest squad in the world, so there's lads coming back like Stuart Lewis from suspension, and there's lads coming in that need games who've been on the bench and not had many minutes. So yeah, we'll put a strong side out, and it should be a good game. And obviously the fans they like that rivalry against Tunbridge as well.
And then 2 big games over the Bank Holiday weekend. We start with the current league leaders away to Sutton on Saturday, and then the small deal with Dagenham Redbridge here on Bank Holiday Monday. So how do you see those two faring?
It gets easier, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
No, it's obviously, you look at the fixtures and you don't get a break in this league. You don't get a breather. Every game is a massive game. We obviously come up with Sutton, so we pitch ourselves against them. They're obviously had a fantastic start, but we'll go there. We haven't lost there since we played them in I believe in the Conference South, and then obviously in this division. So we're going to go there again, like I said, fully prepared. We know what they're about, and but I think this season we've got attacking threats. We're good defensively, so I'm fully confident with us matching anyone in this division. Yeah,
it's always been good games, hasn't it? In the past against them, I think we 2-0 down last year, and we come back to 2-2. Again, it's what they call it, El Plastico, is it? There's a few more 3Gs, 4Gs, whatever you call them now in the league. So yeah, it'll be a good game. It's not too far away for the fans to travel, so no doubt we'll take a very big following with away fans. And obviously Dagenham, we all know about Dagenham and Stilly's sides. It's going to be direct, it's going to be hard work to play against, as well as Sutton. They're playing with confidence, the top of the league. So these are the games that you want to play in, and as a player, going to the top of the league and trying to get points off them is what you want to be involved in.
And as for Dagenham, again, they, a team that's always going to be up there. Got a good away support and a good following. So like I said, we're unbeaten at home so far, and I fully expect for that to continue.
And finally, you mentioned obviously last Tuesday saw Bobby Joe Taylor's return. Next Monday we'll of course see Kevin Locko's return. Interesting dynamic to the game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate how it all happened, but he's there now. I think he was on the bench on Saturday, so whether he starts or he doesn't, no doubt he probably will start. It's just another game, another player we've just got to deal with, and we know his strengths, his weaknesses. So in terms of that aspect, there's no surprises. And again, like you say, against a Dagenham team that's going to be hard working, always have been fit, strong. It should be a good game, especially Bank Holiday. It should be a big crowd, and look forward to it.